Nefco's Biodiversity pilot program tests and develops concrete biodiversity solutions in collaboration with small and medium-sized companies. Now we hear the stories of 5 pilot companies who took part in this program. First, let's head to Sulapac's headquarters. As plastic waste forms a huge global problem, Sulapac's main product is a sustainable alternative for plastic. Their material portfolio includes a range of environmentally friendly materials for molding, extrusion, thermoforming and 3D printing.
For Sulapac, conserving biodiversity is at the very core of our business, as our bio-based and biodegradable materials are designed to replace oil-based plastic. Now, we are also making systematic efforts to minimize the negative effects of our operations, which always exist regardless of how sustainable the business model is. Also, some of our customers already incorporate biodiversity as part of their supplier and material evaluation process. And thanks to the Nefco Biodiversity pilot program, we have been better equipped to discuss the topic with them. And the fact that we have our own biodiversity management plan has been much appreciated.
Next stop, Norsepower. Their product, Rotosail, uses a minimal amount of the ship's electric power to rotate cylindrical sails on the ship's deck. The rotating cylinders use wind to create powerful thrust. This allows the main engine to be throttled back, saving fuel and reducing emissions.
As Norsepower's core mission is to reduce the environmental impact of shipping, it's only natural for us and some sort of a must to take environmental issues into account in our operations throughout our value chain. Norsepower has, for example, issued a ESG maturity query for its suppliers to recognize the most significant risks related to biodiversity. And also, our facility in China is located in close proximity to one of these Ramsar sites, which is an important natural preservation area. So we are looking into ways in collaborating with them to take part in preserving the local biodiversity in that area.
Our journey continues to Meriaura Energy. They help communities and companies reduce their CO2 emissions with the help of clean heat. They offer solar thermal systems for solar heating.
When you think about solar fields, biodiversity is maybe not the first thing that comes to mind. But since the areas we are working on are usually not that high on biodiversity, we actually believe that we can improve the biodiversity of those areas. During this program, we gained experience, ideas, encouragement to really consider biodiversity.
Next, we'll hear about Klappir's experiences. Their product is a sustainability performance cloud solution. It facilitates transparent sustainability accounting and reporting.
The program really helped us sort through the numerous methodologies on biodiversity accounting that are out there and helped us understand the common denominator between them all. The biodiversity professionals involved in the program fully understood the challenges Klappir was faced with in creating a standardized, data-driven biodiversity approach to these disclosures and helped us better foresee what the new biodiversity disclosure rules were actually bringing to the companies.
And finally, we have BaltCap. The private equity investor focuses on building businesses that increase the quality of life in our societies. BaltCap is the largest private equity fund manager in the Baltic states.
Businesses have little knowledge about biodiversity, and we want to change that in our portfolio companies. This aligns well with the goals of our investors that include pension funds and government agencies like Nefco. During the program, we gained a lot of knowledge about biodiversity. We are always seeking to improve the way we operate and conduct our business.
What did the pilot companies achieve as a result of the biodiversity pilot program?
Through the program, we got access to best-in-class tools and resources to start mapping out the biodiversity impacts and dependencies. As a concrete result, we created our first biodiversity management plan with clear targets, KPIs, and steps for the next 5 years or so.
We gained a very thorough risk analysis of different biodiversity-related risks, which served as a basis for a biodiversity management plan and thereof an extensive action plan that we are following on monthly basis.
Nefco's program enabled Meriaura Energy to develop a detailed checklist for incorporating biodiversity in our project planning.
Now, the program sped up our research and development on this field and paved the way towards a standardized, data-driven, harmonized, systematic approach to biodiversity data and narratives. And we have now finalized the reporting templates on the CSRD biodiversity metrics and made them available to all our users. And we are continuing on providing for better raw data support in our database and better narrative support for policies in terms of biodiversity.
The concrete actions include appointing a champion in our team for biodiversity matters and also raising awareness in the business community through seminars and discussions.
AFRY offered their expertise to this program. How important are the SME's actions from the biodiversity perspective?
Biodiversity management plans are very important as SMEs are part of the global value chains where they need to report back not only to their financiers but to their clients how they manage their biodiversity work. Nefco's biodiversity pilot program enabled the SMEs to create concrete biodiversity management plans to look into their risks and most likely the opportunities within biodiversity to further develop their businesses towards nature-positive solutions.
What about the lessons learned from Nefco's point of view?
One of the main lessons for Nefco is that accelerating biodiversity action together with our customers is possible. A financial institution such as Nefco can support and co-generate additional value to its customers. We hope that this program inspires companies to start advancing their biodiversity work. It showcased that biodiversity management is a stepwise process and all organizations should start the work already now.
Nefco's biodiversity pilot program provided Nefco and the pilot companies with the knowledge and tools to continue integrating biodiversity work into their businesses. The program has been funded by the Nordic Council of Ministers. Please contact us if you're interested in hearing more about the program.